What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Real Talk Fire. Today, we're going to go through the Teresa Weatherspoon challenge to see whether it was worth the investment or not. Let's get into it. If you haven't done so already, comment, subscribe, like some videos. I do giveaways of Top Shot moments randomly. You never know when I'm going to pick a winner. Not financial advice, but also if you want to retire early, I got a bunch of videos on that. Crypto, real estate, stocks, NFT world, of course. Don't mind the background. I'm putting out some soundproofing things so that the background, you won't be able to see the shadow in the future. I'll be all nice and dandy. I just moved, so I apologize for the background. It's gonna look good, I promise. All right, everyone, let's look at the yellow highlight. I spent $970 to complete this vintage vibe set. Probably the most expensive set I've ever completed, aside from the Cool Cat set, which was about $8,000, but that got me to 9 Lives Lounge. This Vintage Vibes challenge only gets me a Teresa Thompson moment. I'm going to click onto this Excel cell, and you might not be able to see it, but it's $295, which was the cost of Sheryl Swoopes, I believe, and then $640 for the other two WNBA moments. I forgot who they were. $30 for the transfer fee of USDC, because I didn't want to pay the 5% credit card fee, and then $5 ultimately to transfer that USDC out, which gave me a total of $907 to complete this challenge. I believe it was Sheryl Swoopes, Cynthia Cooper, and Tina Thomas, I believe. So here we go. You can see that I bought this Sheryl Swoopes for $368. That was with, luckily, USDC, so there was no 5% fee there. Tina Thompson, $272. And then Cynthia Cooper, I bought off a credit card because I did not have enough stablecoin. And this ended up to be $295 with the fees. I added in all the fees, so the real numbers I have on Excel are the total net numbers. First, let me show you the Teresa Weatherspoon moment. It was a buzzer beater in a win or go home, and she hit it, I think, from half court. It was a pretty gnarly shot for, I think, the championship game, it would seem. I got number 153 out of 534, which is in the top 20%, so wasn't mad at that at all. These moments were going for a cool $800 at the nighttime. I should have sold it when I had it up for 818 bucks. I got greedy, but you know what? It's okay. We sold it for $759 today. So here we go, $759, and after the take home from Top Shop, which is ridiculous if you ask me, they should just take a processing fee, but no, they take 5%. Which, you know, it's if you sell a $20,000 moment, do they deserve $1,000? No, for transactional, all they have to do is transfer it. Let's not get into it, but it took, you know, like 30 bucks. I was left with $721. Scroll up here, you can see that I sold my Cynthia Cooper as well, which I originally bought for what, 300 bucks? Nope, I bought for $280, so I lost about $140 in value, which is a lot. You can see so far I have about $1143. I had some dapper in there before. Here you can see my nets from the Teresa Weatherspoon and the Cynthia Cooper moments, 131 and 721. Let's take a look at the $368 Sheryl Swoopes moment. It was an assist. Oh, I thought it was the one laying up. That's how much I follow WNBA, but it's good to see some of these legacy or legendary moments. This might have been in the finals game. Good no-looker. So it was going for $368 now. $148 is the lowest ask price. No one's bought that yet. Mine is a lower serial, $440, so I put it at $155. We'll see if it sells at that price. Assuming it sells for a $155 price, and after Top Shop takes its split, that'll be left with $147.25. Let's just put $147. And then Tina Thompson, I am the lowest listing price at the moment at $103. There's no one else lower. However, there has not been a buyer yet. Oh, there is someone that undercut me. You know what? I'm gonna have to undercut him again. Let's assume Tina Thompson loses $172 in value. Let's say we sell it for 100 bucks, multiply that or take away the 5%. Let's keep $95. Let's see how much we lost on each moment. Well, there we have it. We lost 221 Sheryl Swoopes, 164 in Cynthia Cooper, 177 for Tina Thompson, for a grand total of minus 60%, minus $562. That's crazy. It looks like Tina Thompson had the biggest drop at minus 65% drop. Now let's take a look at how much profit we made, if any. We take this middle row, we sum it all up, bam, $1,094 is our total. We take that minus our total spend of $935, which I put $970 because right here you see $970 because of all the fees and all that stuff. You gotta calculate that in. And we get to a grand total of what? Equals this minus this, bam, $124. We are actually in the green if Cynthia Cooper, or no, Cheryl Swoop sells, and Tina Thompson sells at the price that I said it would. Let's take a look on our return on investment. 124 divided by 935. We actually made 13% on our money in about 7 days. That's not horrible, but you had to have had a lot of the moments. I had 4 run it back moments. Actually, I had 2 of them, and then I had a friend let me borrow 2. I had to buy 3. So if you complete this challenge without having the moments already, you were in the negative for sure, 100%. All in all, not bad. This might have just paid off a Klay Thompson for me, which means I don't have to put my second Klay Thompson for sale. That's great news. Great news. Try to justify completing the vintage Fandom set because I already had Teresa Weatherspoon, which I paid $970 for. And to complete it, I would have to finish Vince Carter for another $900. That's $2,000. And for what? What do we get? That's the question. Now, if they're dropping maybe a one-of-one vintage mint, which they might do of Shaq or, I don't know, maybe even knock on wood, I don't think so, Kobe Bryant, then it would totally be worth it. I mean, Kobe Bryant on NBA Top Shot would probably go for $10,000. I imagine it to be really, really high. But for collector score wise, you only get, the same amount of collector score you would on a Series 2 moment. This doesn't have any significance unless the Fandom you get a little bit more. I think like 35. And then if you have the whole set, you get a little bit more. But the set in total, your collector score does not go up that much. You might get like 100 CS for this, maybe even less than that. Shout out to Brandon Swoll, part of the 9 Lives Lounge. You can find him on Discord there. Not sure if he wants that public, so I'll just block it. But you can see that the collector score for challenge completion, let's say this is a Fandom. That's what the Fandom tier is. You get 35 for that Klay Thompson, which is a challenge completion. And then you get the boost for completing the whole set, which is only like 1.5 times all the collector scores within it. So let's just be generous and give every single moment in that Fandom set a 35, which is not, right? So then that would be 140 times 1.5, so that's what, 260. So for completing that set, you only get 260 collector score, and you have to spend $2,000. I mean, I would definitely is not worth it in my mind. For me, the most worth it, and not financial advice or not Top Shot advice, is common WNBA. You get 20 collector scores per moment, and if you collect the whole set, which is not significantly expensive, I mean, you can complete the whole common WNBA set for I think like $700, which is like 4 times less than the Fandom set I just showed you, the vintage Vibes Fandom set. And you would get like thousands of CS because you get the 20 and then times the 50 moments, that's 1,000 times 1.5 that. I mean, you probably get like triple your value of what you would get if you did the Fandom. So anyways, if you're looking to stack your collector score or you want to get higher, then you can also get more of the moments of the set that you complete. So whether it be a team, I believe this only applies for teams. So if you get a team set, every single moment that you have that you completed the team set in, whether it be Boston, Golden State, Hawks, whatever it is, every single moment you have on top of that, if you have the team set, you get like a 1.5 multiplier for that moment. It doesn't work for sets, it works only for team sets. So keep that in mind. If you want to grow your collector score, team sets is the way to go. So OTM is the best site to go to find out how much collector score you get for completing a team set. You can filter it by points per dollar, how much the asking price is, how much the prices change. Let's go all the way to the bottom and show you the cheapest team. Portland Trail Blazers is $91. It costs you 50 cents per point, and you get 162 collector score for that. So that is not the lowest. Right here is 0.38 cents is the lowest. You can see the Washington Wizards because you get 15 moments. So for 15 moments, you get more CS. So you get 282. You can see here that if you want to get a lot, get the Washington Wizards, then stack a moment from the Washington Wizards, maybe a Bradley Beal or someone cheaper, and then you can get per moment, which is 12 CS for Series 2. Then you get actually 18 collector score for each additional team member in Washington Wizards. So you get the 282 plus, let's say you buy 10 Bradley Beals, right? Then 10 Bradley Beals will be 120, which is a regular collector score. So 50% of 12 collector score is 6. So you take the 6 plus 12, you get 18 collector score per Bradley Beal you have extra on top of that. So if you have 10 extra Bradley Beals on this 282, then that'll be 180 plus this 282. So it makes sense to get team sets and then stack players if you want to get a lot of moments. And then you can do the calculations to see how much that will cost you, how much 10 Bradley Beals will cost you. Maybe it'll be cheaper for you to go to, I don't know, Denver Nuggets. Let's say there's a person or a team player there that's really inexpensive. You just stack his moments, you can get up to like 10,000. So These are the secrets that I've been told to stack collector score and get yourself into priority queues. It works, of course. You can get yourself into running backs. I got into running back. I got Allen Iverson, so that was definitely worth it. But there's times where you can stack CS, get a priority queue, and then pull like a Dwight Howard. Nothing wrong with Dwight Howard, but he's not holding his value as much as Allen Iverson. There you have it, everyone. Today's a quick one. Just want to show you how much profit or loss I didn't really know if I was going to make profit or lose money on Teresa Weatherspoon. But you know what? We edged out a little bit of profit. Let's get these moments fully sold and realize that, we can take that and keep the Klay Thompson. A Series 3 is coming out this Thursday. So I will buy some packs there. Each collector can buy up to 10. And there's about 200,000 packs. So if you're the first 20,000, you're probably guaranteed. If you're like 30, 40,000, you might be guaranteed. Well, it depends how many people, how many packs people buy. I don't know how many I'm gonna buy. I'll buy a little bit so I can give them out to you guys. So comment, like some videos. I'll pick a winner from this to give out a Series 3 first ever moment to one of my followers and subscribers. Thank you guys so much for following me. If this video has helped you a little bit, smash that like button. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.